I'm Wrecker Rick and you're watching Murphy's Diesel, and we got a recovery, folks. We have got a UTV teetering on the edge of destruction. Not only that, it can't make it back down the mountain. The mountain is so steep, it can't make it back down on its own. They left the UTV there, we're going to get it. Prescott Valley is really close to Mingus Mountain, so there's a paved road within like 1.5 miles, 2 miles of this thing. So we're gonna load up old Big Booty Judy, the wife's dually, and the gooseneck trailer, and we're gonna take that down there. We're not gonna need an off-road wrecker on this thing, and we're not gonna need Black Betty, because I'm gonna throw a winch on my back and hike in there and get this thing. Then we'll trailer this UTV back to its home, or so we think. It gets a little western, so stand by, folks. You guys are thinking, Wrecker Rick, what happened to your beard? I'll tell you, it's time to start cleaning it up. And speaking of cleaning it up, you better get yourself some AG1 and start cleaning that gut up. I drink AG1 every day to support my energy levels and my gut health. Thanks to today's sponsor, AG1. And it's this easy, folks. You just take a little scoop, throw it in the bottle, and shake it up. Or you could use their travel packs. I prefer their travel packs, but I'm out of travel packs. I've got to use the stuff out of the canister. And it's so much more than just greens. It's your daily scoop of vitamins, minerals, and probiotics. Research backed. Boy, I'll tell you, that is delicious, folks. I don't care what you say. There's no better day than today to take your health seriously. Go to drinkag1.com/Murphy'sDiesel or scan the QR code for $20 off your first subscription of AG1. Thank you, AG1, for sponsoring today's video. I didn't really trim my beard up. I burnt it off doing a spindle yesterday. I would never trim my beard on purpose. Now back to the fiasco. We're making a detour off the main road because we gotta go grab the keys to this Bad Larry. So stand by. Mrs. Wrecker Rick is driving, De Niro's grabbing the keys, and I'm editing. When I'm not doing recoveries or running a 24/7 heavy towing company or rescuing old classic iron, then I'm editing. Only 20 miles to go. Mrs. Wrecker Rick's truck probably wasn't the best idea to take. We're going up on top of that mountain right there. And this old dually ain't gonna make it, so we're gonna have to hike up there. I hope you wear your hiking boots, babe.
I did.
It doesn't look that far, but that's a big mountain, folks. Only 12 more miles to go. Enjoying the drive?
My favorite drive is a bumpy one. Crawling out of snail's face.
In this truck?
Yeah. How about that suspension that you were supposed to order 6 months ago?
I can't find a good suspension for it. $6,500 is a big nut to crack.
How much did that old Freightliner 750 Homes cost? And the extra bed that came with it?
That's a business deal.
Oh. Business takes priority over pleasure in your life?
Are you offering? Plus, I saved it from the depths of the scrapyard.
So my truck is chopped liver, the one that's coming down this road right now.
Seems like it's getting down this road just fine without a suspension.
Maybe if you'd stop giving money away, there'd be some left over for me.
That's not very Christian, babe. If anybody knows Carly's suspension, maybe they could reach out to him and save my marriage.
If anybody wants to buy a 750 Homes Freightliner wrecker, let me know. $6,500.
It's not for sale. There's no need to get personal, babe. See that mountain on the other side of that power pole right there, that big one? We're hiking up it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it. I'll race you to the top. doing?
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping to be smaller. We're gonna drop this old trailer to make her easy to get up in here. I'm not really sure why we brought it at this point. I'm kind of thinking this little shindig we got going on here is gonna be a fiasco, folks. So stand by, because it's gonna be a fiasco. It's not gonna get Western, it's gonna be a fiasco. Hopefully nobody steals my trailer. I'll tell you what, this is a tough remote. It's good. We're cruising now. We should have just unhooked the trailer a long time ago. We should have just not brought the trailer. Gotta make a little detour here, folks. Stand by. I gotta take care of some business. Boy, do I feel better. Thanks for always being there, Waste Management. Watch this be the gnarliest recovery ever, and we're gonna be in the Mrs. Dooley. With street tires on it. I'm thinking the Dooley wasn't the best choice. Well, we got some good stretch of road here. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in on why we're in Big Booty Judy, the wife's Dooley. I can't read a map. I thought this was a good road. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't do that.
What?
You can't shift out of four-wheel low on the fly.
It said put it in neutral and be 3 miles per hour or less, which is what I did.
Oh, I guess I'm that. Sorry, babe. Well, also the reason I didn't bring my offroad wrecker is because it's actually in the shop getting fenders rebuilt on it right now. Well, it's not, because I'm here doing this. So it got put on the back burner. Hopefully it's ready by the game, so. How about this old dually? Maybe we should put this in the wrecker games. Black Betty can't pull a trailer either, so that was the other reason we didn't bring Black Betty. I actually thought we'd be pulling this UTV out a different road. Well, the different road that we'd be pulling it out of, you have to drive about 30 miles of highway, so I didn't want to drive the UTV. I didn't realize they went in this road. That's what I get for not communicating with them. Boy, this road just keeps getting better and better. I think somebody else should be navigating from now on. Well, like I always say, ignorance is bliss. Looks like I got myself a new work truck, huh, babe? With leather seats and a big screen navigation. She's not speaking right now, folks. You can see down there, see all the subdivision right there. The main road comes right through there and then comes on up here. Well, it used to. This stops now in the subdivision. That was my plan, is to go through that main road and come right up to here to the power lines, and then hike up the power lines up to the top of that. But that didn't really work out. My wife said she wanted a four-wheeler dually today, so I was trying to oblige her. Cat got your tongue?
Does the dog got you a house to stay in?
worry, babe. We'll just put a flatbed on it.
A flatbed, that's great. Yeah, a flatbed will buff those scratches right out, babe.
How about this road, huh, babe? Stay right, babe. You don't want to get into that Spanish dagger. It'll get our tires. Left. Left. There goes the cap.
Oh.
It's your hubcap.
What do you mean by there goes it?
I don't know.
Like it's
Just got crushed.
gone?
It just got crushed on a rock.
Are you gonna buy me new hubcap?
I already have. I got new rims for your truck. Look, there's a spring, folks. Water pouring right out of the side of the mountain. Pretty cool. Great pop. Fun fact for you: my granddad drank that water one time and got Giardia. You might want to be careful about drinking out of springs, folks. Giardia, it's a parasite that gets in your belly and wreaks havoc. Think of it like a very good weight loss program. I've tried to get it for years, but my body's too strong. We made it, folks. We're going on foot from here. Stand by. Let's get this fiasco started. Great. We got a pine cone in our tire. Lost a cap. Oh, lost two caps. Oh, and it got into the rim. Shh. The road gets too bad from here, so we're going on foot from here. Well, I got the old hunting pack broke out. It's been a few years since I've seen this old dog. I used to be a hunting guide, folks. Long time ago. And about 75 pounds ago. I'm gonna load my pack up with this little BA Warrior winch. That's a winch inside there. Little portable winch. Pretty slick, huh? And we're gonna hike up to this Can-Am, so stand by. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. This is a man's pack right here. Got me a 12-volt battery in there and a winch. Got me about 300 foot of winch line on there.
Your shoulder. Oh my god, that just almost came back and hit you in the face.
So we're cutting across because it's only a mile this way. If we follow the road, it's like 2 miles. So we're gonna cut across and go to the top. Stand by, folks. Sure, I'm glad I'm wearing my JK boots. You wouldn't want to do this in the other guy's boots. It's heavy. It's like packing an elk out. We're almost there, folks. We hit the top of the mountain. Now it's side slope all the way there. Stand by. One time I was just trashing some land with one of these folks, and I swung it really hard, and it come around and stuck me right here. I still got a knot. These are dangerous. Do not try this at home. That's Prescott Valley right there. See how close it is? That's where we were going to originally go to, and then hike out of Prescott Valley right there. We were going to take a little road out of there, and we wouldn't have to get off of pavement really, and we just hike up in here and get this thing out. After we got down here, we realized that you can't get through there anymore because they put all these subdivisions in here, and the road dead ends now right there. If there is, I don't know the way, but Granite Mountain. If y'all have ever heard of the Fallen 19, Granite Mountain Hot Shots, Fallen 19. Rest in peace, Granite Mountain Hot Shots. There's a road that comes up through there. I didn't go that way. I didn't want to take that road because the road was bad. So we traded 20 miles of bad road for about a mile of bad road because the truck is parked right down there on the power lines. So stand by, folks. We are almost there. We're just taking a little water break, you know, wetting our whistles. You know what that is, babe?
Is it a manita?
Close. Manzanita.
Manzanita. There's a baby one.
We found it, folks, just across the canyon. Right down there. Right up there. You can see it. So one more canyon to cross. Stand by.
Smells like gas. They bust the gas tank.
Hurry! Shut it off! Shut it off! Shut it off! Whew, that was a close one, folks. Almost had liftoff. This one definitely does not do it justice. This is super steep, folks. The reason I know it doesn't do it justice is because they sent me some video and I didn't think it was that bad, but this is really steep. Especially that right there. It still ain't gonna be a problem though, so I'll get my little Warrior winch out and go to town on this sunbuck. So stand by. So it's winched back that direction. It needs to be winched that direction. So we're gonna hook up to it. We're going to winch from right there up to that tree right there. Pull the front end that way. Get it off of this rock. This is actually a pretty good drop right here, which that tree's holding it up. I'm gonna wet my whistle real quick and then we're gonna get to work. We're gonna undo their winch line. We may use their winch. They're out of wraps on their winch line. They only had 2 wraps on it. You always want to have at least 5 wraps on the drum. Their winch line's broken, so we can't even use their winch line. If you tie a knot in it, it reduces the strength. Boy, somebody was a Boy Scout, huh? Looks like they broke their winch line trying to pull it up out of here. So for those of you that are gonna say, why didn't he just use his winch? He did. All right, hold it. Wrap this around here.
I think it sounds pretty sweet.
It does, yeah. Sounds bad. It's really good. that sound better. A nice freaking hammer on it, getting it out of here. Okay, alright. Now, you want to throw a sling on here, Tate? And I'm going to take a winch up to that tree up there. Looks like my hiking's not through yet today. I'm going to hike up to that tree right there. Throw a winch line on it. We're going to throw a wheel sling right there. Give her a little tug up there. Oh, how did I carry this all the way up here? A 12-volt battery in there, folks. Yeah. I'm going to throw De Niro some line. Check this baby out, folks. This little Warrior winch comes in a little utility box and everything you need inside here to get rigged up to anything. Yeah, I need a soft shackle and a winch ring. 2 soft shackles. Utah! Make it 2. Just for occasions like this where you got to hike in a mile and do a winch out on a UTV. We're going to rig up with Yankum, but this little Warrior winch bundle does come with its own rigging. It's good rigging. I just have an abundance of Baileys and Yankum, so that's what I like to use. Right there, you put a clevis right there, and voila. They also make a little mounting bracket, so if you actually wanted to mount this to something like, you know, inside here, you'll find a Trojan 4,000-pound Warrior winch. Between this winch and Yankum's winch rings, I mean, you can double, triple, quadruple the pull of this little winch. I mean, you can recover full-sized pickups with this little guy right here. And the price is right, folks. That's another thing I love about Warrior is the quality of the product for the price. It's a perfect little winch for like your little work truck setup or something. You know, the truck doesn't have a winch on it. You just throw this in there with a couple of winch rings from Yankum. Free spools right here. Nice and easy. See how easy that sucker free spools? Take as much as you can off the drum, because the last layer on the drum winches harder. Throw a winch ring down here. Get a bunch of winch line out. We'll get double the pull. Have a little 8,000-pound winch right there. You know what I'm saying, guys? I mean, folks. All right, take this back up there. Hook it to the gray right there. Spin up. Plug this old dog in. Comes with a nice little remote jobby. Plugs in right there. And it's got a little lock jobby on it. Hook my Duralast up. And this is not an advertisement for Duralast, because Duralast sucks. When you winch out, it goes green. When you winch in, red. Go ahead and start it!
Or anything, just yeah.
Alright, it's go time, folks. Stand by.
As tight probably as you can get it.
Alright, hold on. Let me readjust my winch line. I'm out of winch line. Hold the brakes.
Hold the brakes. He's out of winch line.
I knew that was going to happen. My hook was too close to my winch ring. Stand by. Let me re-rig here for a second. It'll only take me a second.
You think the fuel's empty?
I don't think it's empty. I think it's low because we're sitting on an incline.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Could that also be why it's like dripping out?
It could have an overflow.
It'll go over it.
Never mind.
Or not. Is it in neutral?
Is it all right?
Are you crying? Yeah.
Feels pretty tippy.
Hold the brakes.
Hold the brake.
Good.
The fuel level's going up.
It is? Whew, and I thought we were out of fuel. Well, today is looking up, folks. Got a nice little hike in this morning. Think we could turn around there, or you want to come up more?
I think anywhere is going to be about the same.
If he can get you up further, then when you go to back down, you'll have more room to cut it hard.
We're going to do another pull so I can get him up a little closer, and then maybe he can get turned around right there, because we're going down, not up. This is the end of the road, right here. Is that Heavy D coming in to give us a hand?
Turn right.
It's steep and it's rugged right there, and this thing doesn't even labor.
Keep it right if you can. I think he's trying to get you mostly turned, you know?
What we're going to do is I'm going to let him down gently. He's going to turn his wheels to the left, and we're going to turn around because he's kind of on a slope, and I'll hold on to him with the winch to keep him from rolling over.
Turn your wheels that way. Don't let me down.
We're going to get this sucker unrigged. stand by. This little winch is bad to the bone, folks. I'm impressed. Granted, it's a UTV. It's not like it's a hard pull, but still. I mean, it's steep.
How are those boots treating you?
Best boots money can buy.
These were brand new boots before we started hiking. And look at the condition.
All right.
Oh.
Well, let me get it straightened out here, and then you could hop on, too.
I was just gonna hike back.
Okay. Yeah. Scared?
A little bit.
It's pretty steep, folks. All right, let me in this death trap. Hopefully you don't catch on fire. It's not Polaris, so. What were y'all hollering about?
You were rolling over.
These 2 wheels were like 2 feet off the ground.
I wasn't even close to rolling over. If there's one thing I know, when in doubt, throttle out. Tate says, I ain't riding in that death trap. Still think your dually would have made it up here?
Negative.
Just rescued a Can-Am teetering on the edge of destruction. We came, we saw, we recovered.